Three and out. Let's roll mailbag time. Hit my DMs. Subscribe to the feed. And yes, our videos are up on that little app called Netflix. Kidding. Quick news beat. David Montgomery to Houston is a smart get, and everyone's waiting on real movement while Howie and Spytek keep leaks tight. Philly genuinely likes A.J. Brown, so prying him loose would be pricey, and I still think Max Crosby and A.J. could move, but nothing's spilling. On Super Bowl pay versus the halftime show, the stage is free marketing for artists and always worth it, but playoff checks for players are tiny compared to the risk in ratings, and the union should push harder there. The budget build still works, rookie deal QB plus a loaded roster, but teams keep handing top-of-market money to mid-tier quarterbacks, and that's bad business. Be patient, use the fifth-year option, and stop matching elite deals just because the last guy got paid. Al Davis isn't a clean comp to Howie Roseman or John Schneider. He owned the club and wore multiple hats, more like Jerry Jones or Paul Brown than a modern GM. Why Nick Sirianni gets side-eyed and John Harbaugh gets flowers, branding, and tenure. The Harbaugh name carries football royalty weight and time on the job, smooths edges, keep winning, and the narrative flips. Tag and trade sounds neat, but the cap mechanics are brutal. Once you tag a player, you must carry that full number. So unless the tender's signed and a deal is lined up fast, you're probably keeping him. Amon-Ra's a tone setter and a monster after the catch, but Jefferson and Chase are in a different talent band. On Mekhi Lemon, reports are mixed, and the receiver class feels more middle of the road than top heavy. On the Raiders, shifting to a 3-4, Crosby can thrive in any front as a stand-up rusher, but I still expect a bidding war that nets 2 first-rounders, and Vegas should pour resources into offense while the defense catches up. Only 15 to 20 true first-rounders means grades, not picks. Teams drafting in the 20s still have to choose, which is how second-round grades end up with first-round contracts and that valuable fifth-year option. Cardinals culture check. When players hand your owner an F on the report card, that tells you everything. The franchise has long felt cheap and chaotic, and fans are stuck hoping for a sale that isn't coming soon. Dad diaries, the little guy's got the sniffles and can't blow his nose, so we're running saline, humidifier, and a mini vacuum that could clear a runway. It's messy, it's loud, and you just feel for him. Chiefs, in a running back at 9, Jeremiah Love's a stud, but not Adrian Peterson, and likely gone early, so I'd stay in the trenches unless the board does something. Lamar Jackson isn't getting traded. The Ravens are lining up an extension, probably with serious guarantees, and I wouldn't be shocked if spring attendance is part of the conversation. TV question, flag football NFL game versus a Spurs-Raptors finals. The NFL still smokes it. This league is the biggest show on television, and the Combine's real juice is coaches and GMs dropping sound bites that run the internet. On where to listen, I get credit either way, my feed or Cowherd's, but subscribing to the 3 and Out feed helps long-term if anything ever changes behind the scenes. Mock season, I'll likely do a top 10 closer to the draft.